Spooky Lou Carbon Barker, joined as always by the great Marcus Twist. How we doing, brother?
I'm on cloud nine like always.
As you should be. A very special episode today of WrestleRoni. Joining us in just a bit, the psychedelic sweetheart Stephen Meeks. I know you're excited for that, Marcus.
Always.
Going to be a good time. Very special guest from the ASW crew. We'll get into that. Quite the weekend for West Virginia wrestling fans, wouldn't you say? Ohio wrestling fans as well.
I was going to say the Tri-State had a lot of really good wrestling come up this weekend. There were a lot of legendary, iconic moments that happened this weekend.
Oh, yes.
So about the first show that you were at, and then we'll talk about the one that I was at.
I'm sure you have a great deal you'll love to gloat about. We'll go ahead and dip into RSW first. Tournament of the Rumble Roses, crowning a brand new RSW Women's Champion. Let's go ahead and break it out now. Congratulations to the great Honey Badger. I know you're excited about that, Marcus.
Woo! Yeah, man. Badger was she was my second choice. I'm not even going to try to play it like I wasn't, talking shit, because I was. But, I really thought Nurse Micah was going to pull through all the way to the end. But I am not displeased to see Badger as the next generation's RSW Women's Champion.
Oh, man. Talk about a goosebump moment. I promise you. Goosebumps when that happened. Awesome finals. Awesome match between Dustin Alexander and Zeke Mercer this weekend. I tell you what, we'll keep that on the DL because rumor has it that's going to be on this episode, this week's episode of RSW TV, Marcus.
Oh, get out.
So we'll keep the results to ourselves.
He's going to have Dustin and Zeke?
One-on-one this Thursday, noon, RSW YouTube. Be there.
I'm excited for that one. I'm going to have to watch that back.
There were some bangers up there, man. Jake Ely and Tommy Irish, part 2 in RSW.
That was a given. Those guys are both fantastic.
Super duper stars, man. I can't wait for the folks to see that one. So an awesome night for RSW. What have you heard on your side of things as far as the RSW show?
I heard that everything went over, fantastic. It was swimmingly over in Parma, Ohio, 100%. We had Frat Daddy was our announcer.
Yeah.
Which I think that's interesting. That's something that I definitely need to see. So, hopefully I can get a hold of some of that footage because I heard there's a lot of interesting things that went down. A lot of action, a lot of comedy. A lot of just all-around good things for wrestling happening in Parma, Ohio. So, I'm excited to watch it.
For sure. We're going to get it to you. I know some people. You'll be seeing it sooner than later. Awesome show in Parma. The RSW knocks it out of the park again. Actually, their first actual show in the new year that was just RSW. So we discussed that. You can watch that WrestleRoni. Let's talk about old Marcus Twist weekend. My goodness. Holy shit, what a war. VCW. Man, I was a little confused about the rules. It was an I Quit match, and by God, you had a plan, and here you are. Saturday Night Special advances in the tournament for the tag titles, and Mount Kilpus are no more. How you feeling?
I'm over the moon about it. Everything went down exactly how we thought it was going to go down. All the shit and talking wasn't for no reason. We outsmarted them like we've done numerous times in the past. We weren't saying anything that wasn't untrue. We followed all the way through, and we probably have one of the most iconic moments of this year, and it's only February, because the Unbreakable Table featured on the last VCW show. Well, Saturday Night Special put Gannon Green through the Unbreakable Table. That was featured on Botchamania. You had, the Wise Guys and the Rad Boys tried to go through it. I don't even know how many times I lost. I watched it from the back. It was one of the craziest matches I've ever seen. That table was the only undefeated entity outside of Saturday Night Special. So we can't have that shit. So we made sure that now we are still the only undefeated, numerous appearance tag team, or even singles competitors at this point. We're the only undefeated people signed with VCW after that. No more Mount Kill Piss. We're going to keep the winning streak going. But here's what's interesting. I was watching back a lot of your footage, Lou.
Yeah. Awesome
And
match. Crazy good.
yeah, why is it that you were booing us?
Huh?
I'm your co-host. You were saying all kinds of terrible things, like we were cheaters, we're misers, we're dastardly villains. What is that?
I might have called you a scumbag.
I thought we were supposed to be boys, and here you are. You're riding the fence.
That's what I've been known to do. Are you new?
No, I mean, like, I'm not new to it, but I mean, like, I didn't think you ever rode the fence for us. Like, not like that. This could have been us breaking up in another place.
Well, I knew you wouldn't. I wanted Polly to feel good. I wanted Gannon to feel good about themselves.
You've had our backs like this entire time, even RSW, whenever the big breakup happened there, and I quit RSW. You had our backs the whole time. What's with the change of heart?
I would like to think it was some ass-backwards way of motivating you, and that's why y'all came through and broke that table. If you weren't so pissed at me booing, that table may not have broke.
There's a good reason why you got a podcast, because you talk your way out of a lot of shit, Mr. Spooky Lou.
Hey, I'm telling you, y'all won, so, I mean, like, hey, man, and I rode up with Paulie. I mean, you didn't have to go the possum route.
That's even worse, that you rode up with the enemy. I'm the co-host, and you're riding up with my enemy.
Well, I got you some insight on the match. I mean, I didn't tell you, but if you'd asked me, I had information for you if you wanted it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You were my inside man that I didn't know about.
If you would have asked me, I got you. I knew all kinds of shit he was doing and plotting.
I believe you. Maybe we try out that knee again on you one of these days.
Hey, now. Hey.
Yeah.
You know what? We're getting sidetracked. It's not about us, Marcus. Congratulations. Congratulations. Awesome. You're on a hell of a roll in VCW, as we know. Let's call up our guest. Let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
I appreciate it. See, I knew we'd see things the same on this. This is a new format, Marcus, with you being, me. Oh, man. Okay, we're still recording. Me trying to make you as comfortable as possible here. So I'll go ahead and bring you on so you can have your say before we bring on the guests now. I did that for you.
Yeah, so I appreciate it. I got to at least put my 2 cents in on some of your colored commentary.
It's just a little fan cam footage for my channel. It's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
Gain your composure. We're calling Steven Meeks.
Okay.
ASW Superstar. I think we're calling him. I'm pretty sure. There we go.
There he is.
What's up? We got the man himself, the psychedelic sweetheart. Welcome to WrestleRoni, Steven Meeks. How we feeling? Do you hear him, Marcus?
No, we don't have audio yet. Hold on.
We're making it, by God.
He's pulling a DD Vice.
Uh-huh. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, we got it. We got time. We could go back into talking about what you were talking about. Oh, no, you don't want to talk about how you were talking shit on me, huh?
Well, it's not like I say. We lots to cover in the world of pro wrestling and the indie scene. We can talk Sami Zayn. I thought, we still don't hear you, Steven Meeks.
Yeah, This is Lou's circus. I'm just a monkey.
I would really like to hear him as well.
Yes, sir.
Sami Zayn didn't get the job done in the Elimination Chamber, Marcus. I'm sorry to
tell
you.
I saw all the updates. I didn't get to watch the Elimination Chamber.
Definitely worth watching that one.
I was too busy prepping for our big I Quit match.
And prep you did.
Yeah, Those carpet strip kendo sticks, everyone just thought they were sticks with tax taped to them or something.
You ran him
And
off.
yeah, he heard that and he was like, "Oh, no way!"
It's those guys. It's those deathmatch peeps.
I seen that shit. I want no parts of it. Nah, but they were carpet strips.
And he's back.
110%.
Oh, those were nasty.
Oh, that I'm sure they were. I've been on the receiving end.
Oh.
As I was gonna say, we're still not hearing nothing.
Still not hearing you, boss man. Click your microphone at the bottom.
Yeah, it's maybe that.
I got no video. He got no audio. Look at you. You're pulling it all together, Marcus. You're the one that's got shit together.
Yeah, you know, I am the glue that holds this podcast together, and I've only been on as a co-host for what, my second episode.
But you got your roots in it. You got your roots in it, by God.
Yeah, I've had a handful of episodes before this one.
Stephen Meeks, we're running a professional grade A podcast here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's about to just be over and just be like, "Fuck you guys."
Monongah, West Virginia. The big tournament is almost here. Are you ready? Real Shoot Wrestling's March Madness Tag Team Tournament comes to Monongah, West Virginia on March 4th. And these are the matchups announced. The Brotherhood debuting versus the House of Pain. Brotherly Love looks to avoid the upset as they face off against the Lost Boys. The JPWO make their way to Monongah, but the Violent Party looks to send them back. Crummel's End of Farge will look to take care of business against the RSW champion, Unappreciated. It all happens March 4th in Monongah Town Hall in Monongah, West Virginia. Real Shoot Wrestling's March Madness. Come experience it live.
Trust the process. It'll be the first interview we ever do, and they'll just have to shake his head up or down.
There you go. We're just going to do yes or no questions.
God damn it.
WrestleRoni, baby. I ain't cutting shit either.
Man, you're just going to let it ride?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, dude.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I bet he works now. I think I hear him. Say something, Steven. I bet it's going to work.
Oh, okay, sick. Yeah, I can finally hear you guys. I don't know why my phone wasn't working, but yeah, that was not very fun.
Oh, hey,
we got you now, man. Hell yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Let me see if I can get it looking a little bit better. But yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for inviting me to chat first with y'all.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Glad to have you on, my man. How we feeling? What we do over the weekend?
Not a whole lot. Just school and homework and just chilling, doing all the shooter stuff, working the shooter.
Well, that's nobody wants to hear about the shooter.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about that. Tell us about some of your recent escapades in the ring. When's the last time you was in the ring?
I wrestled Sean Denny about a month ago, and that was a lot of fun. The Geordie Bulldog, he taught me a lot. He's doing his last little, I guess, wrapping up his career. He announced that he was retiring soon, so it was a privilege to get to work him, and we had a lot of fun over there in Selma.
So your nickname is the Psychedelic Sweetheart. Where'd that come from? What ideas, what inspirations do you have for your gimmick? Where did all this start? Give me a little bit of backstory.
So I started out whenever I first started training, I had this idea. I wanted to be a pacifist wrestler because it's just kind of like more true to myself, I guess. And my friend Casey King looked at me and he said, "You should just be a hippie. Like, why? Like, you love the Beatles, you like the Dead." And then the name kind of came out as a natural, you know, the hippie-isms and everything. So yeah, it's all Casey King's fault is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Shout out Casey King. Big
Yeah.
pump for that guy. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you got to blame somebody, that's somebody good to blame for something.
Daggum, Casey King.
Now, go ahead, Lou.
Go ahead.
No. You go ahead. You got questions. I got questions.
Oh, man,
You go. You go. I'll go.
We need to get our shit together one of these days.
Hey, we're on our way. We're trying.
I'm very interested in ASW, and it looked like you had some of the same trainers as Casey did, as far as Jillian Hall, Bobby Blaze, Chance Prophet. Just what can you tell me about that crew of trainers?
I couldn't ask for any better coaches, any better trainers. I mean, three of just the most talented people from my area, from that tri-state area. I mean, you can't ask for any better sources. I mean, I love Bobby and Jillian and Chance so big. They're awesome inside and out of the ring.
No doubt. I've been a huge Chance Prophet fan as long as I can remember. Jillian Hall, so underrated. And Bobby Blaze, doesn't get his due.
Well, it's everyone that we have on, myself included, are all part of this bigger picture, this crazy big tri-state wrestling scene that we have going on. Now, I've seen you interacting with like Billy Knox more recently, and is that something that you'd be interested in doing? Is coming up and working a match with Billy Knox at RSW, or do you have any other people that you would consider good opponents or good setup for you?
I would love to come and visit some people in the Real Shoot, the RSW land. I've never been there before. I think, Billy Knox he's kind of like my big brother in a lot of ways, even though we come up from a similar background, obviously, and we appreciate, some of the certain things. And, I would love to either share the ring with whether it's tag team or one-on-one. I would love to see Billy Knox in the ring. That'd be awesome.
Book it, Tim.
There it is. That's something interesting right there.
I trained with Phineas a little bit, so that's still part of the murder. I have boots will travel. The goal is just to love people through wrestling. So however I may do that, that's I'm not picky.
I like that. Go into that for me. The goal is to love people through wrestling. How do you go? How you planning on going about accomplishing that?
It's just breaking the fourth wall and entertaining people, young and old, and loving people through wrestling and all that good stuff. Just making people feel good and telling people a good story.
I dig it. What do you think of that, Marcus?
Hey man, I feel like everyone has the same goal in this business, and it's to entertain, have good matches, elevate your brother. I mean, it's all a noble cause. Everyone's on the same page. If one of us don't succeed, none of us do. You know what I'm saying? Now, how much have you ever trained with Jason Kincaid? I know that his camp is relatively close, or he comes and trains alongside you guys a lot. That's somebody that I would personally like to become more familiar with in the ring.
Oh, I definitely look up to Kincaid. I've only got to work with him one time.
He's amazing.
He's too good. He doesn't even make any sense. He's incredible. He's the most innovative person in the wrestling business today. He is incredible. Love Kincaid. I would love to work with him some more in the future. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I'd like like to see that for sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I can
I've,
go on about the guy all day. Go ahead, Marcus.
oh no, I've been barking up a couple people's trees on trying to get Benny Connolly and Jason Kincaid in the tag match against Saturday Night Special. So I mean,
yeah.
that'd be a really good one.
For sure. For sure. You'd mentioned
I
RSW.
think the hippie and the poker would get along too. I think we'd make a
That
sick duo.
would also be a good match.
Lots of fingers and eyes, watch out.
Yeah, you already have your hands where they need to be and everything.
Yeah.
No doubt. You can
He's got far superior technique than I do.
Yeah.
I'm not
trained
too familiar.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Another amazing talent. I say we strap you guys at the wrist together, and it's like a knife fight, but it's with the pokers and the peace sign.
Bull rope. Pokers at the end of a bull rope match.
Shit. That's a main event in my book.
Book it.
Is there any other places that's catching your eye that you like the talent there? You'd like to dip your toes in the water if it's a possibility?
I'm currently based out of North Carolina, so just anywhere. Again, Have Boots will travel. I've had the privilege to work some for Alternate Combat out of Southern Pines area and Dominant Championship Wrestling, closer to Selma, and those are two places that I really enjoy working. And again, yeah, my Have Boots will travel. Yeah, again, I'm not picky.
I need to do my damn research. So you're in North Carolina. You're out here working ASW in West Virginia. What kind of travel? How long does that take you?
So I'm actually a student. I'm a college student. So I'm based out of here currently. I'm from the West Virginia area. That's where I came up under Bobby and Chance and Jillian.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I go to school in the Raleigh-Durham area.
Okay.
So school brought you out to North Carolina, so why not get some opportunities out there? I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely been interesting to see the two different areas, and like they each have their own interesting like cross of talent, and I'm super fortunate to have been able to work with some young hungry guys in both areas. I think it's really cool.
You care to kind of compare and contrast the two different areas? Some differences you see, some similarities you've seen?
It's really just it's the same. You just kind of come in and you help out however you can, and you try to earn your spot. And again, you just train hard and help set up the ring. Hot dog handshake, all that good stuff. And then
So it ain't so different.
No.
Marcus, what's on your mind?
Oh, I'm just kind of browsing the Facebook page. I'm seeing you got a lot of like old school inspiration with this spot you have going on January 28th. I like that 80s wrestling. Why don't you give me a little bit of background on that? Is that World of Sport?
Yeah, I'm a huge Johnny Saint fan. His match with Fit Finlay is one of my favorites. Just his innovative style and that pretty British chain wrestling style was definitely I think there's something psychedelic about it. It's definitely cool to watch. I like how it's like cursive writing. I definitely I try to study it for my own personal use to influence. It definitely influences my style in the ring.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with chain wrestling myself. Our trainer's was a big chain wrestling guy, big World of Sport guy. So it's kind of nice that we're cut from the same jib in that aspect.
I want to see some chain wrestling. Stephen Meeks, Marcus Twist chain wrestling by the end of 2023. Yeah. That's my new goal.
That'd be sick. Put it on the bingo card.
I haven't made my way down south in quite some time, but I've gone out west. I'll be going east this weekend. out to New Jersey. So I definitely I need to give North and South Carolina a little attention. Maybe hit Virginia.
Yeah, I would love to come back and make a trip into Ohio and West Virginia happen this summer. That would be super tight.
Brother, you come on up and down. Help each other.
We'll have to meet each other in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I would go up there any day of the week and watch any wrestler from the RSW roster and any guy from Ohio go up against each other, because it's entertainment, 110%.
Oh, for sure. It's up on the channel right now. Check it out. Stephen Minks, what are you watching on the television nowadays, or are you watching television wrestling?
I mean, I watch Raw. I watch NXT sometimes. I love the Bloodline stuff that's going on right now. I mean, that's like, it's just the best story told in wrestling in a long, long time. I watch NWA. I enjoy NWA on YouTube. I think that product is sick. I've got to share a locker room with a lot of those guys, Silas Mason and AJ Kazana, and they're just great guys, and it's cool to see them getting the shine that they deserve on a quality program. It's awesome.
What's your feelings on the champion of the NWA right now?
Oh, Tyrus. I think he captains the ship well. He's got a good showing on Fox program. I mean, he's puts a lot of eyes on the product. I think it's awesome.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Cardona. I heard they had a really good match. I should watch that back.
Oh, dude, Cardona is one of my biggest influences. Just his social media presence and the way that he carries himself, and like his whole package is just incredible. Like,
you really can't beat that guy. I mean,
he's the indie king.
Yeah, best couple years of his career. Well, after he left the Fed, I mean, he kind of proved indie wrestling you can be just as successful, if not more successful.
Yep.
I mean, because he took off like a rocket.
Yeah, his product is solid. I love his stuff. And the Major Wrestling podcast, I mean, it's all awesome.
Oh, I listen to that podcast a lot myself.
Yeah, I actually debuted, like, my first battle royal for ASW was a Cardona show. They had brought him and Chelsea Green and I want to say Smart Mark Sterling was there, but yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I always get so jealous when I see those flyers and he's on there. I'd like to pick his brain, meet him one of these days.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let me ask a question that Lou always asks. This is like my favorite thing. I'm gonna steal her questions because you were talking shit. So in a perfect world, say that you were gonna get signed, what would be like your ideal like place that you'd want to go, an ideal opponent for that place? Like what's your end game with professional wrestling?
I would love to just be able to again just have a platform to love people through wrestling at the highest level, and I think WWE or AEW or NWA again. I think NWA is like kind of like it's like the underdog of the, like, it's the sneaky quality product that doesn't get a lot of shine. I think that would be like, that's like the becoming one of the places to be. And I think even at the independent level, I think I'm just super thankful to be here. So I mean, again, not too picky. I have like a list on Facebook and Instagram. You do the 2023 list gimmicks, you appropriate Cody Rhodes thing, and there's lots of good names on there. I think Robert Martyr is a standout talent that I would love to to work against or alongside. I think that would be sick. Anybody from the Power Slam school or FTC's Art of Grappling, I think all those guys are quality. I would love to. I mean, you could tear it up with any of those guys, being that they're Bobby Blaze or Chance Profit guys. I think that would be sick.
Yeah, I've seen Chance work. I've seen a lot of the guys that have came out of his camp. Everyone's extremely talented. Like I said, I've gone up against the Murder quite a few times, and Phineas McMichael comes from Joey's camp as well.
Yeah, he's sick.
It's ridiculous how good he is. Just out here training a whole squad of killers down there in southern West Virginia.
Yeah.
And that's and that's something I've been trying to sell my viewers on. Or not trying to sell, I am selling my viewers on. There is some good shit going on in our area. There's a lot of talented guys and girls. Tell my audience some of the people that you've seen recently. It's really caught your eyes as doing impressive shit in the West Virginia area, out of those schools and of that nature, or even out there in North Carolina. But who's been kind of?
I think in the West Virginia area, definitely Nurse Micah. I mean, she is just killing it. It seems like she's getting a new belt every weekend. It's crazy. Like New South, and I know she's got another one, but PWL, I think. Yeah, she's just tearing it up. Troy Parker, he's sick. He's tearing it up in CZW land, and he's awesome. Corey Sparks is great. Him and Josh Williams have just been beating the crap out of each other all across West Virginia and Ohio, and it's just been awesome. Josh Williams too.
Josh Williams, caught my eye recently as well.
Yeah, I was there the first day that he started training, and I to see him come up. I mean, he's incredible. He's awesome. Josh Williams is the man. The working class, the whole working class. It's awesome.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's Nurse Micah was my pick for the winner of the RSW women's title tournament that just happened this past weekend in Parma, Ohio. She fell short. It's like I was shocked and appalled. But my second pick ended up taking the title. Honey Badger, she's just as talented. I mean, and I'm excited just to see somebody I knew and liked end up scooping up the title. I ain't one of these random ladies scooping them up and then coming into our locker room.
Yeah, and took our titles. But yeah, no, she's great. Can't win them all.
She didn't get the title in Parma, but then I look on Facebook and she got another title. So she
got the New South.
Okay,
she's just killing it.
That's a quality that I've noticed that with a lot of people that come out of Southern West Virginia is extremely humble, extremely talented. I mean, and they had everything that they end up getting. It's because they deserve it. She works really, really hard.
Oh yeah,
man.
Her stuff looks great, and she's excellent. She's worked incredibly hard. She's awesome.
Okay, let me ask you this: you're given an opportunity at a championship match, but you gotta go through Nurse Micah. Does Stephen Meeks, the pacifist hippie, fight Nurse Micah? How do you feel about this match?
I think we could have a fair. Nothing too crazy. It's just, again, just peaceful, no violence, just wrestling.
Okay.
It'd be a nice contest. I mean, am I scared? A little bit. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
she's a dangerous lady.
She might whoop me, but she better pack a lunch. That's it.
I love it.
That's why I like Stephen Meeks doesn't down anybody. He said, "I'll wrestle anybody."
Yeah, they might whoop me, but they better pack a lunch. Hey, come on now.
I dig it. Where are we gonna see in action next? What's next on the agenda?
In nothing much until June. United Pro Wrestling in Raleigh. It'll be me and Pureheart Grant Watts going up against Alex Evans and Mark James, the Brute Mark James. I've shared a locker room with Mark a few times, and he's awesome. He's a quality guy. He's big. His hands are just crazy huge. Like, you do your typical handshake through the locker room, and I'm always a little bit, squeamish of his, whenever I have to get to him, because, it's, just the brute, but but yeah, that'll be the next place the hippie is going to be, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, to sharing a locker room with some awesome names. Sin Cara is going to be there, or the artist formerly known as, and Fodder from CYN, and I'm just super thankful to be a part of that event, and I'm looking forward to it, to having that platform.
Nice. What are you thinking over there, Marcus?
Oh, I'm just thinking about, like, because I have Camden, New Jersey, coming up this Saturday. So there's talks in between the car for that Camden, New Jersey trip. Now, I'm thinking more about White Castle than anything else whenever it comes to that. White Castle's a must-have.
It's cookout for me. Cookout for me since moving to North Carolina area.
Okay.
Now, do you have any experience with, like, AIWF down there in North Carolina? Because I know they run out of Mount Airy. What is that? Mid-Atlantic. That's Mickey Fulp is there, and there's several other guys. I've been down there once or twice.
I worked one of my first shows with Mickey Fulp in the locker room, and he was super awesome. And but no, outside of just connecting with him one-on-one, no, I don't have any connection with them. I've never worked for them. I would love to. I think that would be an awesome opportunity. I know a lot of, like, West Virginia talent has been, like, leaking over into there, like Jeff Paul and Paparazzi, and that whole JPWO. I mean, Nurse Micah has been into the Carolinas a little bit with RWC, and I think I would love to debut over there and work over there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, get on Mickey.
Yeah.
Tell him put in a good word.
Yeah.
You'd mentioned Jeff Paul. On the outside looking in, what do you make of this whole Jeff Paul World Order deal?
That's Spooky Lou's favorite wrestler is Jeff Paul.
Oh, I think Jeff is awesome. I think you might not always like what he has to say, but it's he has the balls to say it. So
he's a scumbag. He's a scumbag.
He's got nice hair. He's got pretty cool gear.
He's got a nice beard. He's got a really nice beard.
Yeah. And he's like 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them Paul genetics, man, they're crazy. They're all athletes.
No doubt. I got jealous of the beard, cut mine off. I know I ain't touching that beard.
Yeah. I made a mistake. I cut mine off about 2 months ago, and then I haven't recovered since.
So you got a ways till June. What's a Stephen Meeks do to keep himself in tip-top shape until June rolls around?
Just training as often as I can, and keeping the diet as clean as possible, as clean as a college student can keep it. Chicken, rice, and PBR. It's all. Yeah, we just try to train as consistently as we can, and get as many reps as we can. We train at the Fracture Factory in Wilson Mills. That's pretty much been the spot since I've moved down here to North Carolina, and with Michael Devine, and who was trained by Fabulous Moolah, and so I'm down there with the Devine Dynasty, AC Devine and Dynamite Jackson, and they definitely help keep me sharp. I think they're great. I couldn't ask for better people to train with.
That's awesome. I'm glad we made that clear. Just because you're not working till June rolls around, you're still down there with top tier trainers, getting your time in and staying on your toes.
For sure.
What's that mean to you, Marcus Twist?
Well, what? Staying sharp in
I
between.
don't know. Whatever you want to comment and ask, buddy.
I mean, conditioning and your diet and everything, it's pretty important. Now, I don't really follow a diet per se. I'm more of a whatever I want and then just try to work it off later kind of guy.
Yeah. Well, conditioning, it's old Bobby Blaze trope, but conditioning is your best hold,
Oh, it's absolutely. I've heard that from more than one guy. I'm in ring shape, and round just happens to be a shape.
Yeah.
I get by. I don't do too bad. I don't think anyway. I mean, Lou will tell you otherwise.
Hey.
Yeah.
Station about it.
Lou will keep us accountable. It'll be all right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn right. Yeah, take it from old Lou that can't fucking do shit.
I'll hang up the PBRs. I'll stop going to the bars. Maybe I'll have a 6-pack. I'll trade my 6-pack for a 6-pack.
We'll write a country song about it. It'll be awesome. Nothing too crazy. I've been able to, again, with the Divine Dynasty, we've been able to travel a lot, and they've introduced me to a lot here in the North Carolina area, and I'm super thankful for those guys. They've definitely kept me sharp, and I'm just super thankful for those guys.
In all due respect to the Divine Dynasty, but let's give it up to Sheets for 1 second.
Sheets.
Oh
yes.
My God. They've done beat the pop game, whatever flavor. Oh my God. And now, this weekend, I discovered at one of my many Sheets stops, probably one of 3 this weekend, they got these waffle gimmicks that are dipped in chocolate. Individually wrapped.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I am trying to get my shit together, and you're talking about chocolate dipped waffles.
Jeez.
I don't know. I might have to go on down there to Sheets in a little bit.
Oh man, they've got them where they're just drizzled with this frosting too, but they got sprinkles on them. And holy shit! And listen, while we're on that subject, Austin, I didn't steal your fucking Airheads, bro. Dude said I took his Airheads. Don't even fuck with Airheads. And Stevie G spilt sunflower seeds in the back of his damn car when he was drunk, and he thinks I took the Airheads. There, I'm glad I got that out of my system.
Oh, I'm glad you're able to get that off your chest, buddy.
I was gonna say, goddamn, about that.
I didn't take his damn Airheads. Messaged me on Facebook yesterday. First message I see when I wake up. You took my Airheads, bro. How you gonna give me?
Yeah, you probably did though, because you embracing your dastardly self.
Oh, that was the beginning of my villain arc.
Yeah. I think this is the turn of your new era.
The way to go.
You missed it. Marcus had a fairly big matchup over the weekend, and he's a little bit perturbed with me because I booed him and his tag team partner.
Oh no!
They're slime balls.
That's not true at all.
You killed the possum again.
I didn't do anything.
He made the dude say I quit. He made Paulie Kilpis, not the dude, I'm sorry. Paulie, sweet, lovey, Paulie Kilpis say I quit because he threatened to hit the possum with a chair unless he said I quit. And
I didn't directly threaten another living thing that entire time.
Stephen Meeks, how do you feel about that? It doesn't seem like something that would fly with Stephen Meeks.
Listen, I don't know. Like, I mean, what did the possum do? What does the possum have to say?
Not a damn thing. It was chilling in its carrier, and they went and got it to hit it with a chair.
No. I didn't hit it with a chair. I threatened to hit it with a chair, first off.
Well,
I'm going to have to send Steven all this footage to show how spooky.
I need the context. I need all the context. how big is this possum? You know, like I don't.
It was a threat to no one. It was
We had ourselves a big I Quit match with Mount Killfist, and they quit.
Those are some big guys. Those are big boys.
Yeah.
They were worried about their possum,
Yeah.
and I was just trying to take care of it while Polly was indisposed accidentally. He got himself tangled up in the bottom rope in the ring. I was trying to help him, break him free with his chair. His possum was next to me. Next thing I know, he quit. Spooky Lou's calling us assholes. DD Vice dropped a cheese grater on the possum, kind of messed it up a little bit. But that wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But it's a biased opinion coming from Spooky Lou because you can't trust it.
Is the possum licensed? Like are they?
Nah.
No,
Like-
it was around
License.
back. It was just chilling at back, around back. And DD
Who trained the possum?
Do what?
Who trained the possum?
The possum had no business near a wrestling ring. It's Paulie's pet possum, so he brings it to a show, and they grab it because they know
Did the possum get a hot dog and a handshake?
it's dead.
But it's because it came right at DD Vice and tried to physically harm him.
That's bullshit.
And it's tried to harm me before. We had to neutralize a different possum. See, like right now, we're doing the opposite of trying to protect marsupials in North America. And since the possum is North America's only marsupial, we're doing opposite of protecting them. We're actually pro destroying possums. Well, only the ones that come to wrestling shows.
Yeah, I mean, just as long as they're trained and nobody gets hurt, you know, like
That's it. It's right. That every possum that Philpus has ever brought around anybody has attempted to hurt someone. One of them caught in front of my paint at a show before.
no hot dog, no handshake.
No hot dog, no handshake, all hostility. Came after my hot.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I think
Yeah, we
you need
can't-
to watch
Do
his
not
footage.
do not collect hot dog or handshake.
handshake and it tried to bite me more than once. Pretty sure it had a gun both times. But Lou, it's the possum's fault. Let's be honest. Paulie's fault for bringing it. It's the possum's fault for being there. Everyone knows that we got the anti-possum brigade going on. And that's only for wrestling shows. I don't have anything against on the side of the road. Just possums are wrestling shows. They don't belong there.
Yeah.
It's the second possum they've killed, by the way. So.
I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Keep possums out of wrestling."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make wrestling possum free again.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what we need.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be all about this. Like I say, the possum was just a man's pet, and it was killed for no reason. It did not interfere in the match. You can see the footage for yourself.
Through your eyes, you live on a throne of lies. He's right through it, and trust what I have to say, because he has good sense of judgment.
I don't know how big the possum was. I don't know if the possum was licensed. You know,
It was in a carrier around back
Plus-
being someone's pet. It'd be like if I took your dog and I was like, Stephen Meeks, I'm going to kill your fucking dog unless you say I quit.
None of
That's basically what happened.
why you keep painting this picture for him, but it's a lie and a terrible one at that.
Remember how The Rock had the chair above his head at Rumble 99? Remember, you can just see him with that chair above his head just beating Foley's brains in and making him a different man. Well, that's what Marcus Twist was doing to this possum.
I never swapped hair.
He had it up in that pose.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Lou's really making me out to be some kind of terrible
Yeah,
person.
You gave that possum CTE, bro. Come on. You got a family. Come on.
He's got a family, damn it.
I'm calling
He's got a
Kristen Wiig.
family.
Well,
Nothing happened.
we've went off the rails again. Of course we
Sorry.
would. It's as good as it gets. It's WrestleRoni. You know how we do. Stephen Meeks, I appreciate you coming on. Do you have any socials you want to plug? You have anything you want to sell? Any words of advice for my viewers and Marcus's viewers as well now, I suppose?
I like to follow them, so.
Yeah, we're on Instagram at Meeks Wrestles, on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook at Meeks Wrestling, and yeah, I've seen you all around. I've seen a lot of my friends come on your show, and I appreciate you all having me on. And definitely had a blast. And again, I appreciate you guys sharing your audience with me. Yeah, just looking forward to June and hopefully putting some more dates in that calendar, and doing as much as we can while also going to school and all that good stuff. But yeah, so again, just super happy to be here, and thank you all for having me.
For sure. And we want to get you back on at least before June or after that June, see how it went for you, for sure. Marcus, you have any final questions for the man?
What are you going to school for? What are you hammering out? What are you putting your nose to the grindstone learning?
I'm a marketing major, so yeah, just I go to school and I sing an a cappella group, and we travel, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but I try to make as much time as I possibly can for wrestling, because I mean, this is the only thing that I love to do, and I just when I'm not talking to you about wrestling or making content or training or whatever, I'm just thinking about what can I do today to become a better professional wrestler and be more entertaining and make more relatable content and all that good stuff. I just am looking to grow and create a platform that people find entertaining.
Absolutely, man. I was hoping that you were going to school for psychology so you could tell me what his problem is. But I appreciate it. You're one of the nicest guys we've probably had on the show, outside of myself. I appreciate it. I see whenever there's a good-hearted soul on the podcast. I appreciate you coming out. I'm excited to watch you do more, watch you grow. I want to see you be
put me in there with Billy Knox, man. That dude's like my brother, man. He's not the only one that can be hardcore too. Like,
okay.
Like I'm down like a rodeo clown. Like I will get funky like a monkey with Billy Knox, like in 2 seconds.
We got it.
Everybody come on my show and call out Billy Knox, man. I got
come on, Billy Knox, dude. That's my brother, man. Like I just want to give him a big hug and then
just go at it.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say that just know that that he's a dangerous fella.
Yeah,
but he's a dangerous fella. I'll tell you that much. I've had more than my fair share of Billy Knox.
Oh dear.
Heart of gold, fist of fucking.
I've chatted with him quite a bit. I consider him a dear friend, but he and I have never met face to face. So we got to make that happen.
He's a good dude, man. Now that everything's done and over with and the feuds are over, Billy Knox is one of my favorite people in wrestling.
Yeah, he's a good brother.
We should definitely
power bombs.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to get on Tim Cross. I mean, I don't work for Tim, but Lou does. So Lou's got to get on Tim Cross.
Come on, Spooky Lou.
Book it, Tim.
Yeah. You're on the inside. You better
gotta use that influence. Come on now, you gotta make it happen.
I tell you what, just show up March 4th, Monongah, and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Billy Knox will be there. I do know that much, and by God, I'll say, dude doesn't come here clear from North Carolina. Tim, come on, let's make it happen.
All the way from daggum near Raleigh.
Yeah.
Come on now, he done drove his pitiful little car up here. Let him wrestle. Let him do the thing.
Save the man a hot dog.
Hot dog handshake. Come on.
Now, if you want the good hot dog, you come to Parma. They got the good hot dogs on it.
No, North Carolina, they got the good hot dogs. They got the red hot dogs. It's different. Yeah.
Okay. See, I thought I had the good one this weekend. What'd you say, Marcus?
We got the good barbecue too.
I got something different.
But
I might have to come down there for a hot dog.
yeah, the hot dog handshake.
Full handshakes.
Come on.
All the hot dogs, by God.
That's funny.
I saw
been
DD
another
Weiss
one.
hot dog stapled to him the other day.
What is it?
You didn't see DD Weiss get that half a hot dog stapled to his chest the other day, did you?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
That's wild.
That's how they're doing in West Virginia nowadays.
Gosh, man. I mean, that's just crazy. I grew up like going to the 304 shows, if y'all remember those in the Huntington, West Virginia area.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember a Loco the Clown would staple dollar bills to people's foreheads.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that whole
classic.
thing's alive and well. That whole that continues to happen, but now instead of doing dollar bills, people do hot dogs and air fresheners because that's what I saw.
Air fresheners is wild. Air fresheners.
I told you I got to send you some footage.
Air fresheners is
I
crazy.
posted a little bit of it. We'll follow each other, and you can check out some of the stuff I posted.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I think that's a good place as any to call it an episode. I've been all over this place. I've had a toothache. Good work, Marcus. You fucking manned the ship. What an awesome guest, of course, right?
Really?
We appreciate you, Stephen Meeks. Keep killing it. We hope to have you back on the show soon. I'm Spooky Lou for Marcus Twist, Stephen Meeks. Go out there and live your dreams and be kind to each other. All the stuff we tell them to do. What all we tell them to do, Marcus?
Be a better person tomorrow than you were today.
Okay.
Go out, support your local wrestling. Go ahead and follow the WrestleRoni podcast on all your favorite places to find your podcasts that are available on there for podcasts. Make sure you follow the YouTube channel. Check out Spotify. I know that's relatively new. Look up Marcus Twist on literally everything: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just put some new merch out today. So, I mean, that's something interesting. Make sure you check out my man, Stephen Meeks. He was a great guest to have. I hope to meet him one day in person, maybe see him have this crazy match with Billy Knox. Maybe see somebody got to get a hot dog stapled to him. That's got to be a regular thing.
Man.
That's a payday.
That's a payday. Come on, dog. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got WrestleRoni shirts as well now. I don't think we've had a
We
shirt
do
since.
have RussellRoni shirts on TeePublic. Yes, we
TeePublic.
do. So we got, yep, TeePublic.com.
He meets shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Well, there you
Hell
go.
yeah. That's what I'm talking
good.
about,
Get you some new
I'll-
T-shirts this week.
too, but I don't really use it too much. They don't like my designs. They said they're too racy.
Oh no.
Fuck
too-
them.
And I'm not allowed to just put whatever I want on a T-shirt with Pro Wrestling Tees, but I can do whatever I want. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There you go. That's what you can learn from this podcast. You can do
I
whatever
love
the
it.
fuck you want on TeePublic, by God.
one thing that you know now that you could put literally whatever you want on a shirt in TeePublic. Yeah.
TeePublic. That's
What
awesome.
an episode. We're out of here. Go do something with your life.
The house of pain is in effect, y'all. And anyone that steps up is getting wrecked.
Matt did a great job tonight. This is my friend. Best announcer in the Northeast, for sure.
Thank you guys. You guys are too kind. But let me tell you what. I'm going to flatter you guys now because, as you know, I like to call you guys tag team wrestling. You embody tag team wrestling. And I hear that you guys have a pretty cool thing going on in a couple of weeks in West Virginia. Am I right?
Yes, West Virginia. Tag team tournament, 8 teams. Now, when it comes to the House of Pain, and you call us tag team wrestling for a reason, 11 tag team championships. We've been in over 30 promotions in the Northeast, up and down, everywhere. And in West Virginia, for this tag team tournament, the House of Pain is coming to do one thing, and that's win. So every team in the tournament, congratulations. You've made it that far. But March 4th, we go to the end. We are going to be the next champions, whether anybody likes it or not. And at the end of the night, West Virginia is going to find out that it's our house, our rules.
So we got Real Shoot on the 4th. We're calling it the March Madness tournament. And for what I'm hearing, we're saying we're the Cinderella story.
Bump all that. How long have we been wrestling?
What, 2 years now?
And how long have we been wrestling together?
About a year and a half.
And you know what? We're already the longest reigning 2PW tag team champions in 2PW history.
Damn right.
So bump all that Cinderella stuff. See, we're going to go into RSW, we're going to beat all the tag teams, and we're going to win the whole entire thing.
I'm liking the sound of that.
Yeah.
Real Shoot, we're going to see y'all on March 4th.
Hey, Cliff! Hey, yo, Rick! I'm tired of driving to West Virginia from the great city of Philadelphia to the great town of Monaga, West Virginia. I'm tired of driving there and leaving without tag team championships, dude. Okay? So on March 4th, at what? I'm pretty sure it's the 5th, dude. On March 4th. Look it up, dude. I'm getting a little promo. You're gonna interrupt. Look it up. Shut up. March 4th, Monaga Town Hall, West Virginia. Brotherly Love is coming to Real Shoot Wrestling's March Madness, where we're gonna get an opportunity to capture the RSW Tag Team Championships. Because in our first opportunity, I took a cream pie to the face. You know what it's like to take a cream pie to the face, Cliff? Dude, you're right. It's the 4th. I know it's the 4th, dude. In our second opportunity, we survived the gauntlet match, but we got screwed over in that last match. And by the ref that shouldn't even be there, I mean, he quit. Did he not quit? That failed middle school janitor, he just quit on us, dude. Took money. Go back to middle school, ref, and learn how to be a ref or whatever the hell you think you are. So listen. Yous listen here, and yous listen good. To the 7 other teams in this tag team tournament, just know that Brotherly Love is coming. It's Wiz Madness, baby. The Phillies disappointed me. The Eagles disappointed me. But Brotherly Love will not disappoint. And that's because Brotherly Love wants you. March 4th. Yeah.
I'm from By God, West Virginia, and this is the WrestleRoni podcast.
We're back on the WrestleRoni. Marcus Twist, show him that sweet-ass WrestleRoni shirt, man. Wow.
Woo! The sweet-ass WrestleRoni shirt.
Joining us, Marcus, all the way live from northern Alberta, Taryn from the Taryn and Des show. How we feeling?
Woo!
Good. Wow, Ric Flair me. Holy fuck, boys. That's Woo! Good. I'm on the run. Well, I'm not always on the run. I've just been on the run this week. I've been on a full-on bender for the last 4 weeks here, boys.
Damn. Caught you at the right time.
Sure did. At least, I know what time it was. I knew when to show up, so I had it a little bit together.
Okay. She's here for the light and truth, Marcus.
Oh, yeah. Not here for a long time, but here for a good one.
Holy fuck. Now you guys are just hitting me with some Trooper lyrics? Jeez. How Canadian can you get?
I tell
we try to keep it as Canadian as we can around here.
I think we've had more guests from Canada recently than we have from RSW, so whatever.
Well, genetically superior here, boys. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you.
I'm not even going to try to pretend like that's not true.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit before we started recording. So tell us a little bit about your local indie scene or lack thereof up there in northern Alberta, Canada.
Well, you see, for a while, we had Danny Duggan's promotion running shows every few months up here. He'd come up and run a couple shows, and they're pretty solid. Bring up some solid people, and I'd go down and just get blacked out drunk and harass people for sure. But then another local Alberta indie showed up here and took all the sponsors. Danny has not run a show here since. Neither has the other fucking place.
The hostile takeover.
Yeah, it was a straight up takeover, and then they just never came back. And I was like, well, what about me? Where am I supposed to get blacked out drunk at the Jackpot Casino here, boys?
Going to the backyard wrestling show, I guess.
Yeah, for real. I'm just gonna have to start setting shit up in my pool in the summer in the backyard. And be like, hey, you guys wanna wrestle quick? Or it's brutal. We have nothing.
But a payday's a payday. I'd come and wrestle in a backyard.
No, I mean,
I've done worse.
Now I believe Danny was running CWE. Is that what he was running up there in Alberta?
You fucking betcha.
Okay. Can we mention the Fed that ran Danny out of town?
I mean, yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I don't go to Edmonton to watch them anyways. It's RCW, Real Canadian Wrestling.
Fuck you,
holy
RCW.
shit.
Real Canadian Wrestling.
It was a good show. I had a lot of fun, and I knew some of the local talent that was working it. Well, local to Edmonton anyways. I think there's only one dude in Alberta that wrestles out of the city I live in, but it was a good show. But Danny was at least a little more consistent. It's literally been since fucking April. We haven't had nothing here, except for WWE was supposed to come, but they canceled it a month in advance, and I was pretty upset. So I flew to Philly to go to AEW, but whatever.
I was gonna say, what wasn't the Elimination Chamber was just up in Canada, but I have no idea any of the.
Yeah, that's on the other side of the country.
Okay.
I live where there is nothing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fresh air and mountains.
Well, we're familiar. We got mountains, by God.
Where are you from?
I'm in West Virginia. And Marcus, where you at?
I'm about 45 minutes south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so do you go to the Philadelphia AEW shows?
Oh, fuck no, because it's 4.5 hours away to go to Philly.
The fuck, man? I fly fucking 12 hours to go to those shows.
We go to the ones in Pittsburgh. Britt Baker's from Pittsburgh. So the ones
Nasty
in Pittsburgh
Leroy's from Philly.
Oh, well,
Lee Moriarty's familiar with Nasty Leroy.
Lee Moriarty's from the Pittsburgh area. He actually, his wrestling school was in my town.
She's bringing up Lee Moriarty's polar opposite. I didn't think I'd hear Nasty Leroy brought up on my podcast.
Nasty
what do you
Leroy
have to tell the folks about Nasty Leroy?
That man, jeez.
That man.
Wait, you actually know what a Nasty Leroy is?
I know Nasty Leroy. I mean, I don't know him, but I've seen his.
He knows a guy named Nasty Leroy.
I think there's only one Nasty Leroy.
Yeah, it's that man.
That man. Yep. We're talking about the same Nasty Leroy when she says that man. Jesus.
Absolutely. Well, I'm Nasty Leroy's Instagram mom, so of course I gotta pump his little ego over here. Come on now.
Is that dude even working nowadays?
He he's still, I think, what the hell is he? I honestly don't remember. He works for somewhere where Donnie Janela works. Yeah. Alabama. Alabama. Yeah, New South, exactly.
Yeah. You don't know about Kung Fu Donnie Janela, primetime Donnie Janela, supposed to be Joey's cousin, nephew, something?
Nah, I know Joey Janela. He wrestled Beastman not that long ago in Jersey.
Well, there you go. Well, you're getting on the right path.
And we'll be in Jersey. So I'll be in the same state Joey Janela was in, and he's related to that guy. So I guess it's all put together.
Yeah, 6 degrees of Nasty Leroy.
Nah, it all makes sense.
You got to check out Nasty Leroy. You will not be disappointed.
Tim, bring in Nasty Leroy to RSW. Let's do it.
Holy piss. Yo, if Tim brings in Nasty, I will fly out for that.
There you go.
Do they have planes that run from Canada to like Charleston?
Well, Nasty Leroy's from the States. He's from down south.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
Okay. I was gonna
Well,
say it's my first time ever hearing of Nasty Leroy. The only Nasty that I know of is like Brian Knobs. We talked about that already too. Me and Brian Knobs got big heat. That's a different story for a different time.
Fuck him. I said it. Fuck Brian Knobs. Well, he's added so much to the wrestling business.
I still like him, but I don't think he likes me.
Well, I don't like him. I've never liked him.
You just ain't never talked to him. His wife is really nice.
Okay. Fair enough.
Me and Cowpoke Ball smoke weed with her.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't talk about me and some other guy. Bleep that, Lou. Me and this guy smoked pot with Brian Knobs' wife outside of a hotel.
Okay, fair enough.
And my friend Zach, but that doesn't matter.
Well, Taryn, when you had a local scene, when you had some shows to go to, what was some of the talent that was impressing you that you was enjoying their work?
Well, I actually am really shitty at remembering some of their names, but I do love Travis Cole. He is fucking fantastic. Mm-hmm. He's done a couple shows that I've seen up here. And then Vampiro, I don't know. I'm really shitty at pronouncing names, so I just say it both ways and hope it's right one of the ways. He was good. They were supposed to bring up Shane Douglas, but COVID hit, and so he was kind of shitty. I was
just on the show with him.
Yeah, just this past weekend we had him.
Yep.
And then
just met him again.
I can't remember what this one dude's name is, but I call him the Wish.com Peter Avalon. He's a local Canadian dude for sure, but I refer to him as Wish.com Peter Avalon, and I'm that dick that will just get blasted drunk and just go buck wild shouting random shit. So I mean, there was a video posted of me like, holy fuck, Peter Avalon, settle down, put your book away. And there's this AEW talent goat-ish type person seen it, and he's like, is that actually Peter Avalon? I was like, no, I was just drunk.
I'm gonna throw a couple names at you, see if they ring a bell, because I'm fairly familiar with your scene. Big Rob Stardom fan, big fan of Bobby Shink.
Nope.
Tyler Rose.
Nope.
All right, fair enough. We tried.
These are all people I haven't heard of at all.
Well.
So we'll bring it back to that local indie scene now. Is this like traditional, like crazy technical Canadian style wrestling, like with Lance Storm and Bret Hart and the boys, or like are we talking like this is just like fucking big meaty men slapping meat?
Kind of, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it gets technical up here, for sure. I mean, there's some that could, but I don't get to watch that here. I mean, if you go down to Calgary and check out Brett's boys' little federation, they got the Heart Dungeon stuff they got going on. They bring in people. They put on some wicked shows. I was supposed to go in October, but in true Canadian fashion, I chose Hockey Night in Canada instead. I went to the arena next door where these guys were wrestling. I was like, fuck it. I'm here. I'm going to go watch Calgary Flames. But I've seen a lot of their clips and a lot of their stuff. They put on some really good shows. It's just Calgary is a solid drive away or an hour and a half flight for me. So I got to pick and choose my battles on what I do.
Right.
Fair enough.
Now, we know that, like, you've met, well, it's Lou's employer, not mine currently, at least not that I know of. But we know that you met Tim Cross through the Chris Jericho cruise. And told us to ask you a story about this Chris Jericho cruise. I'm excited to hear it. So what do you got? What do you got for us? Didn't you say something?
Story, because I am the one I don't sleep on that fucking boat. I've got 1,000,001 stories.
Tell us as wild as it gets.
What was, because this just like kind of hit right before we started. Told me to ask you something.
It was something about
Matt. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I got you. So we're talking about Tim gonna run the first ever Cruising for a Fucking Bruising for the Cruisers wrestling show. COVID hit. It didn't happen. Fast forward to the 4-leaf clover. Oh, there's a show running called Cruising for a Bruising. You automatically think, holy fuck, Tim's running a show.
Nope.
Fucking thought wrong. Thought wrong. It's the money Mook and fucking self. Oh, fucking Matt, that suit wearing fuck. Nope.
There it is. Matt.
Nope.
That's about Matt.
Yeah, no, I'm not a Matt fan. Tim is obviously not a Matt fan for obvious reasons. Mine are a little bit different. And I just don't think he likes women. So, you know, and he pretty much showed that this year on the cruise when, you know, me and my friend were standing talking to some of the bands. And, you know, he knows who my friend is. She met him through Charlie at a one of the shows he booked Charlie on. And he's nicest pie to her then. Charlie's not around. He doesn't even acknowledge the women. It's just simply, I have money. I want to pay you. Yeah, go ahead. Pay people to be your fucking friends and fuck off. You know, fuck off.
I know the type. I think
but here's the funniest shit. My boy, my main man, old fucking Desi Bear, comes running out to me. I'm blacked out as fuck. And he's like, you guys got to get in here. I'm like, what? He fucking walks me right up to fucking Matt. And he goes, tell these girls what you just told me. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And he goes, I got kicked out of the Haven. I immediately fucking started laughing. And he's like, why are you laughing at me? I was like, because every time I've ever been up there, I've never been kicked out. And I was like hysterically drunk laughing at him. Holy fuck. For those of you listening at home, what the Haven is, if you have a talent badge or you know somebody that's up there, you can go up and party with Jericho and all the wrestlers, all the bands, everybody up in Jericho's room, aka the Haven. I've been up there. Desi's been up there. We've partied. We've never been kicked out. But this fucking guy did. And that made my whole fucking day. Fuck you, Matt, you suit money wearing fucking mook.
Fucking money mark fuck. Even stole his collar scheme, his fucking name for his fucking show, fucking some of the talent he was even going to book.
The color scheme? Fucking everything. I died. As soon as I got back to Canada, Tim hit me up and I was like, fuck, I'll help you do whatever the fuck I can. Because so many people hit me up and said, hey, are you going to the Cruising for a Bruising show? And I said, no. They dead ass said to me, if the Queen ain't going to be there, I'm not going. I cut so many people from going to that fucking show. Tim knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Shit, I feel like RSW needs to go to Canada. Real bad.
For sure. I've been pulling for that my damn self. Let's do it. Let's go.
I don't know if I'm allowed in the country.
I don't know.
Do you have a DUI?
I used an ARD, but I had a DUI, yeah. So I don't know how that works.
How long ago? Was it over like 5 to 10 years ago?
Probably like 5 now, yeah.
Check the laws because Canada's really weird with DUIs.
Yeah, because like that's like the big one.
Yeah, like you could probably have like an assault charge and they let you through, but you got a DUI, they'd be like, no.
That's fucking crazy. And like Canada is a crazy fucking place. Like
it depends. It really depends where you go. If you go to Toronto, Montreal, it's not even that crazy. That's basically fucking America, and that's why I don't like going there. I'm like, fuck those fucking places. Okay? I mean, I travel to America a lot for somebody who just said that, but I live on the West Coast, right? So it's super like hillbilly and fucking hick out here, and I'm down for that shit. Whereas on that side, it's a little more metro. That makes sense?
Okay.
And then you've got the maritime provinces, and that's your trailer park boys.
Okay. I can relate to that. That's my kind of shit right there. I'm down.
Park boys.
Talking to me in bumfuck West Virginia, I'm ready to go, man. Let's go.
Oh, I feel like Canada's got us on a couple things. In between like Letterkenny and like Trailer Park Boys, dude.
Oh.
Well, we got the whites. The wonderful white.
It doesn't take a fucking rocket appliance here, boys. Come on now. So where in West Virginia are you from? Like, I'm really curious. My family is actually from West Virginia and Montana.
I'm 5 minutes away from Tim. I'm in Fairmont.
Okay, now I have to think of the cities my great granny and granddaddy came from.
But
I traveled
south of Morgantown.
South of Morgantown.
I was gonna say the only 3 cities really in West Virginia are Morgantown, Charleston, and Clarksburg. There's really not much in between, like practical.
Well, like, is West Virginia and Virginia the same kind of gimmick?
No.
Yet.
Yeah.
Well, then never mind.
No, Virginia's like rich West Virginia. Can I say that?
Yeah, makes sense.
It's like yeah. And technically, like, isn't Virginia like fucking south of West Virginia?
Pretty
So it'd be
much.
like
East.
but it's not South Virginia. Well, it's east and south.
Yeah.
East and due south. But like, yeah, there's not a whole shit ton in West Virginia outside of Morgantown, Clarksburg, and Charleston.
Yeah.
And even Charleston's like a fucking ghost town. So
I'm trying to load this up so that I can maybe pull out a name. But that's because, like, my family is all from there, right? So I try to be a little bit relevant with this shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're doing more than we did because I didn't pull up a map of Canada at all.
Roanoke.
Roanoke, that's Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Roanoke, and there was one other one, and I can't remember what it was. But when I drove from North Carolina up to Jersey last March. I made a point to stop as close as I could to where my family's from, but yeah.
It sounds like we have a bit more indie wrestling than you do, but other than that, I'm sure you're better off than we are in West Virginia.
No, they have better legacy up there, though.
Oh,
110%. Like my surrounding area, like we have Britt Baker, Wardlow, Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, but she's part of the Hart family, bro. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like none of those people fucking beat out Bret Hart at all.
We got Jamie Noble and Violent Vance Desmond, by God, and Jason Kincaid.
Kurt Angle's from Monroeville.
Oh,
that's like outside of Pittsburgh.
So
and
pretty
so
much
is Shane
everyone
Douglas.
Ever trained in Alberta, so I am from wrestling's capital, so you know.
You like some Lance Storm?
I do love me some Lance Storm. That is one of my favorite episodes of the Taryn and Des show is when we had Lance on.
He's super fucking cool. I talked to him a little bit about like some of the matches that he had in ECW on Twitter. And I was like, yeah, Lance Storm's probably the coolest fucking guy. Just like two complete strangers.
She had Lance on her podcast, man. Damn.
Yeah. I did. And actually,
who have we ever had? Me.
Des is the one who pulled that together. And after the show, Lance followed me on all my socials, but not Des. So I actually do keep in contact with Lance, which is fucking hilarious. But I was like, I didn't even pull that interview. Des did. Wow. But he's super fucking cool. He's a nice guy. Solid person to chat with about wrestling for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So smart. I watched him come up in ECW, and when WCW signed him, I said, give me all the WCW you got. And by God, he had all their belts within like a month, except for the world belt, which, whatever. He had them all.
Well, because he tagged with Jericho in the Thrill Seeker. I was watching some old shit.
Here's a fun fact. Every time I drive down to Calgary, I stop at Moose Hall in Ponoka, Alberta. And one time, a certain goat said, yo, can you take pictures of it for me? Which in its current state, that's where Lance and Chris had their first matches.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So for all the big Jericho fans out there, they think it's super cool that I am literally driving distance from where he had his first match.
Hey,
yeah,
I think it's awesome. I've been a Jericho dork since day one, man. Shit. No, not day one, but probably like day 320.
Have you ever been on that?
With my money and my family and my
I want to go so bad. I heard it gets
no.
wild. Tim's been telling me.
Oh, fuck. This year I peaked. I peaked here, boys. Jericho fucking name dropped Taryn and Des twice on his podcast this week, for fuck's sakes. It was like, holy fuck, Taryn, you need to stop.
The fuck? I can't even get my webcam to work, and Jericho's talking about her podcast. I'm done with this shit. I quit.
No, wait, you didn't know? The Taryn and Des Show was the official party podcast of the Jericho Cruise. He said it his goddamn self.
Holy shit.
Then he name dropped the old drunk-eyed Canadians on stage during Fozzy. Then on his podcast, he name dropped the drunk-eyed Canadians and Des and Taryn. And I was like, how the fuck?
You got your
status. Boys, I'm still riding high off the Jericho Cruise. Like I said, I peaked this year for sure. I didn't sleep the last 3 days. It's fine. So I peaked for sure. Was I blown out? Absolutely, but I had a good time.
I did see Jericho tagging with old Dan Howes and painted up as Dan Howes, and that was
yeah, I did see that.
So I actually am notorious for not buying any merch on there because I'm like, fuck this merch. I have way better things to do, like drinking, okay? So I don't have the time to wait in line for things. So I had somebody actually go down and buy me my shirt this year. I got the Jericho Housing shirt. I was like, I need that in my life.
Man, so I met Danhausen down in Nashville. He's different. That's like the best way to describe him, because everyone else like brothered up with all of us. Not him, man.
No,
stayed in character the whole time. No. Even Matt Cardona, like people brother up the Beast Man. Right. Not that guy.
He's an individual for sure, but he married a Canadian lady, so. I mean, that shows you what kind of man he is. He's a smart guy. Smart man.
Yeah, he's a good worker, too. I love it whenever he's actually doing, like, the work and not so much the comedy stuff, but comedy stuff's still fucking great.
Dude's got a TV contract, don't have to do shit. He has to point his hands and get paid.
Curse.
That's respect. I'm not hating. That's respect,
hey,
man.
Dude,
you just gotta
like,
get point and get paid. Fuck yeah, Danhausen, good.
Well, it's, I mean, like, what was it? Like, just not... Well, what, last year's WrestleMania, you had Sami Zayn going up in a joke match against Johnny Knoxville, and then, like, he just headlined the fucking Elimination Chamber?
Yep. Anything
I mean, like, the comedy shit will fucking get you places, bud.
For sure. For sure. Some people kill possums to get over, you know?
Yeah, I've killed a couple.
Yes. You say kill possums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Wait, can I tell you my funny chant I do? So at WWE or shitty shindy shows that I go to, they go, "This is awesome," and I just will stand up by myself and go, "I eat possums." Just saying. Like, I'm that person. I'm just a dick.
Okay, so like something I noticed. So you eat possums. I saw you with a pair of pit vipers on your profile picture. It's almost a guarantee that you could be a Saturday Night Special fan. Because I'm one half of Saturday Night Special. My partner's not. He's never on the podcast. He's got better shit to do, I guess.
Well, but I didn't know we were in dress code. I would have brought my pit vipers down. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude. I always wear mine.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I would have, but Jesus Christ. Nobody told me. Well, Cruise too. Everyone's like, "Why are you wearing your sunglasses in the casino? It's 2:00 in the morning." And I said, "Because I got the drunk eyes." That's why I wear my sunglasses all the time. I.e. the drunk-eyed Canadians. I always wear my sunglasses if I'm boozing heavy. Because, like, I'll just be like, you know?
Yeah, you don't want anyone to know. You're working everybody wearing the sunglasses in the casino.
Exactly. My life is, it's the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to link you a video of us killing some possums.
Jesus Christ, for sure. Send it over. I'm down.
Yeah,
now,
it'll be sick.
You might have to suspend your belief a little bit, as you have to in wrestling. Let's pretend these possums are real and not stuffed possums, but, you know, just play along. Tell you win an I Quit match, I hear. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I could Google Drive you the whole thing. So, I mean, you could get because we did a little... It was a death match-esque I Quit match just this past Sunday. So, I mean, things got crazy.
You better hope Sorg ain't watching.
So I'm not worried about that.
I'll send you over my email. You can Google Drive it.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Google Drive is the way for the pro wrestling community. Save $1.
That's how I do it, man. I
That's
Google
how I
Drive
fucking
all my shit. It's saved forever. It's my footage.
How about that Teddy Hart fucking documentary, though?
Oh
Gotta circle back
my
to this.
God.
The only reason
Yeah.
I'm talking about this is because somebody in America had to Google Drive me that because I couldn't get it in Canada. And I was like, holy fuck, I want to watch this Teddy Hart shit. He is one of the only Hart members I have never met.
Lucky
and
you.
Oh, fuck, I want to. I was like, I just want to see the chaos in real life.
So, okay, I'll tell a story, and I don't know if you've heard it, and it's not really my story to tell, but I don't talk to the guy that told me the story anymore. So now it's my story. But it involves Teddy Hart working in Cleveland for RSW. I believe it was him and Chavo Guerrero. And later that night, Teddy's still in his gear. He didn't take it off. He's got his gear on. It's like 4:30 in the morning. And all the boys are still up drinking, but they're like kind of winding down. Everything's like sort of normal. And then like out of nowhere, like a puff of smoke hits the fucking room. And here's Teddy Hart standing there with Mr. Money, his cat. And he's just like, hey, when you guys got a lighter? And everyone's like, what the fuck? What? He didn't change out of his gear, nothing. And everyone's looking at each other and they're like, yeah, Teddy, here. You know, like, it's super fucking weird that you're in this room right now. And he, like, pulls out a blunt and he goes to spark it in the room. And they said, dude, you can't smoke in here. The rooms are no smoking. And he just walked, like, into the hallway. And he was like, yep, hallway's not. Lit the blunt, threw the lighter back at him. Thanks, boys. And then, like, took off. They found out later he took the fucking master key off one of the maid's carts. And was just going into people's rooms looking for the boys that were still up drinking.
Oh, my God.
So, like, he was just going into whoever's fucking room there was. Like,
Teddy.
with his cat, smoking weed, walking through the hotel. And that's fucking nuts. Not my story. Tim probably knows it a little better than I do, but the guy that told me, like I said, we don't associate. So now it's my story.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of chaos I need to see in my life. I live for that shit. I'm like, I need to meet Teddy Hart so fucking bad.
Well, I told Tim so many times, I was like, dude, we should book him. We should book him. I'll fucking job to him.
Yeah, I think.
I was like,
I think
finger
Tim's,
poking doom.
I think Tim's done with the old Teddy Hart.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even let me upload the match with Chavo. So.
Well, this was before the documentary came out.
Well, even before the doc came out, there was some knowledge about what he was up to and the team dojo and all that shit. So.
Yeah, like I went far out of my way to try to get Tim to bring him back just so I could job to him. And then I like got the backstory, and then the documentary came out. But I mean, like, that would have been fucking pretty cool. Just getting beat up by Teddy Hart one time. He's more famous now probably than he was before.
True.
So fucking after the documentary come out, there was this like really I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Let me look it up. Fucking have you guys heard of that fucking Dalton Castle, little shitty DILF boy?
Why you say?
No.
Go ahead, do tell.
Yo, so he books him to run on his shitty fucking show. Somebody else books him. Dalton has to change venues multiple times because of Teddy getting booked. Teddy didn't show up to neither fucking booking that day.
Wow. So Dalton's still booking the guy, and then he don't even.
Well, it's shock factor booking because I mean, like, whenever you throw somebody controversial like that, because there for a while people were booking James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Like and he had all those like weird allegations on him. But like,
I don't think those were allegations.
Oh, I don't know because I don't know if he ever got fucking pinned for any of it or whatever. I'm saying allegations is a legal thing because I don't want the WrestleRoni podcast to get sued. But whenever all that shit was coming out, like people that were still booking him, I feel like people were only going to shows to tell James Ellsworth he's a piece of shit.
Oh,
so I mean, like, you get people to buy tickets so they could be like, oh, dude, fuck this guy. I get to go and tell him to his face that he's a piece of shit. So I think that's why people still book Teddy Hart, because people still book James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
It still happens. Not as often, but it does.
Ellsworth is still running shows to my knowledge.
Jesus.
I see, like, I don't follow any of his shit.
The only reason I know that is because fucking Chris Jericho's biggest fucking fan, Walter Stevia there. He's always trying to ask Cheeseburger, hey, would you ever work for James Ellsworth? And she says no.
Well, thank you, Cheeseburger. Let's while we're talking ROH, let's circle back around to Dalton Castle. What's the heat with Dalton Castle?
Oh, I didn't mean Dalton Castle. I fucked up on that. I was meaning Dilf Boy.
Okay.
Okay. He's going by Daltano now. I that was my bad. I fucked that up.
Okay, I'm glad we clarified. I was like, who don't like Dalton Castle?
I don't like Dalton Castle. I like Smooth Sailing Ashley Remington. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know who that is?
Taking it way back. I don't know. I don't.
That's just Dalton Castle off the Jericho Cruise, number one. Okay. Well, he got kicked out of the Sea of Honor tournament and showed up as Ashley Remington, and I was like, that's just Dalton Castle.
Oh, okay.
Smart. It's his hoodie gimmick.
He still didn't win, but
must have missed that episode of Planet Peacock. I missed that one.
Oh, that was way back in 2018 here, boys.
Well, shit.
Those matches are only available for people that were on that cruise. We got a little code. I still have it on my Fight TV thing.
What the fuck?
But
so the people that went on the cruise can watch the match, but somebody like me that'll never be able to go on that cruise can't watch the match. Huh?
You could go on the cruise though. Booking cabins starting at $100. There's payment plans here, boys.
Damn, she's selling over here. Look at that.
I'm the biggest Jericho Cruise advocate ever.
Okay.
And if you book, I can save you $100. It saves you $100. Saves me $100. Just saying. $100 down. That's all you need here, boys. 90% sold out today.
See,
it's only been on sale for a fucking week. There's no talent announcements, nothing.
Damn.
God.
I think Tim's wife's doing booking for that too, so you just put me and Marcus in a spot. So we're just going to have to sit this one out.
Well, it's maybe this one, then pick up on the next one, because I already have my vacation booked for this year.
I'm going to Monongah Beach, where I'm going.
Oh, I'm going outside of Myrtle Beach.
Are we talking 2023 vacations?
Yeah.
Perfect, because the next cruise is in 2024 here, boys. Gotcha.
Oh,
no
fuck,
worries.
hell yeah, we could jump on that.
Okay.
I've been telling Tim I need to make it happen because it's something I've been wanting to do. The
honestly,
networking alone and seeing everybody's fucking way more than worth it.
Dude, so that's the thing about the fucking Jericho Cruise. I don't even go to see talent. Yeah, of course, I go to see Fozzy. I'm the biggest Fozzy fan in the whole goddamn world. I go every year to see the people that I only see once a year.
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck what AEW talent's on that boat. I'm like, holy piss, boys. And then we just pick up where we left off fucking a year before. Just start being booze hounds and just going buck wild.
Yeah, it sounds fucking sick.
Yeah.
Well, and there's like I don't have any of the pictures printed out, but there is a core group of 4-timers this year, and then there's going to be 5-timers next year, which me and Dez, we are 5-timers. We're there every year, making statements, being the drunkest pieces of shit we can be, doing what we do.
God, it sounds Saturday Night Special's got to get on this cruise, my man.
Yeah, no doubt.
I gotta have these people.
If you can keep up to the drunk-eyed Canadians, that's the catch. This is a shit we play every year. Every single goddamn year, Americans are like, oh, I'm going to outdrink you. There was even since we created the Drunk-Eyed Canadians, an all-American alcoholics group created. They're like, I'm going to outdrink you. And I'm like, I don't know what's worse. You saying you're going to outdrink a little tiny Canadian girl, or the little tiny Canadian girl is going to outdrink you? They both seem kind of bad. And guess what happens? Every year here, boys.
You fucking, someone loses no matter what.
Yeah,
and it's not the drunk guy.
And it ain't me. It ain't me, okay? It's not. I take great pride in that.
That's SNS can hang, but I don't know. DD's our weak link. I'm the drinker.
Well, see, that's the thing. In the DEC, it's me and Dez, and then we've, of course, got all our disciples. To the point being, where is this? Where is this fucking thing? This year, I'm known as the queen of the DEC. Somebody made me a crown this year.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Okay. I put in a lot of work on this to keep the gimmick alive.
Hell yeah.
So I have disciples, but I'm the one that actively lives the life on a day-to-day basis.
She's still living that damn cruise.
Oh fuck! I live that shit every day of my life.
Good.
I got my cruise cup. Somebody had this made. It says Taryn, Drunk-Eyed Life.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
You gotta have personality, and I guess I have that. I don't fucking know here, boys. I don't know. Oh, I've been very involved for a lot of years. I don't have anything here to go do anything with it, so I just created my own gimmick.
Hell yeah.
Is the old queen of the drunk-eyed Canadians.
I absolutely get it. I appreciate it now too.
Yeah, believe me, I understand. I can't wrestle, so I started a podcast. So
well, exactly. That's exactly what I fucking did. Now Desi's out here wrestling. I'm like, holy fuck, take the fucking stage here, buddy.
Running his own wrestling company, by God, totally Arctic.
Which I'm a super big promoter of Dez's company. I've never been up there yet, but I do promote the fuck out of it. Shout out to Dez if you're listening. Still waiting for my plane tickets to be brought up and fucking do some shit here, boys.
Same here.
Yeah, we should do some cross promotion. If I can get into Canada, then you guys can get down to here.
Well, I can get down to there. Fuck. I wasn't even back in Canada, and I was already planning another trip out to dirty old America, for fuck's sakes. I do what I do.
You could come to the dirtiest Monongah, West Virginia. That's 4th. The dirtiest to get.
March 4th. No, that's a bad time for me. That's a bad time for me.
Okay, well, we've got a backup plan. We've got a cruiserweight tournament March 25th.
March 25th.
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to have to get Tim fucking cross-promoting here and bring me out. If I can get the fucking time off work, I will come down for it.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Get Tim on the horn.
Yeah, we'll get on his ass about that.
He'll still
He's always told me to run my mouth. So, I mean, fuck.
And everyone bitched to me about getting my fucking passport, so maybe this will be a reason to do it.
Damn, how do we wrap this up on a positive note after the Kevin Matthews debacle? WWE superstar Kevin Matthews, I'm sorry.
Well, let's do what we normally do.
What do we normally do, Marcus?
Let's have Taryn plug some stuff. What's some positive words you have for the listeners? What would you like people to go out and follow, check out? Where can people follow you and get information from you and your podcast? Just hook the whole thing up.
Hook it up.
No, just drop it all. All right, well, you can find me on my personals at Taryn Lee, TERYNNLEA on Instagram and Twitter, not Facebook because I won't accept the Facebook ads for sure. That's my private place. You can follow the Taryn and Des Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at the Taryn and Des Show or the Drunk-Eyed Canadians. Just search Drunk-Eyed Canadians. You'll find us for sure. It's just debauchery all of the time. You can check out the drunkeyeddlife.ca. Hell yeah, .ca, because this is Canada here, boys. And then if you want to book the Jericho Cruise, they're 90% sold out. Chris Jericho's Rocking Wrestling Rager at Sea, Part 5. 5 Alive.
What the fuck? You missed it, Marcus.
You can use the promo code Taryn Lee 1990. It'll save you $100, kick me $100. There it is. That's all I got. Keep it and have fun.
You running here?
There's no pyramid scheme, man. I am the biggest Jericho Cruise supporter in the fucking world.
For the Jericho Cruise. See,
helps her out.
My attention span.
Helps me out, helps you out. Book the Jericho Cruise. 90% sold out. It'll be the vacation of a lifetime. Trust me. I've done it 4 times.
Jeez. I dig it. What kind of advice can you give any of my listeners? We try to keep it positive, but you know what? It doesn't have to be since you're you, and I dig the vibe. I tell folks not to take no shit, but what kind of advice can you give folks, especially as a nice young lady on a Jericho Cruise surrounded by a bunch of drunk men and this and that? What can
you are barking up the wrong tree. I'm not that person, Wrong person, because I am one of the most stalked motherfuckers on that boat.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I've taken punches in the mouth from dudes on that fucking cruise because I don't belong. Straight up, Cruise 2, I got punched in the mouth because look at me. You don't belong here. Why? Because I'm a fucking girl? I don't look like your average female wrestling fan? Fuck off. But, so I'm literally the wrong person to ask.
And that's what I was trying to get out of you.
That being said, I'm also the right person to ask, because if you are a female on the Jericho Cruise and you have problems, come find me, because I will take a punch and I'll tell them to go fuck off like Michael Jackson and fucking beat it. So,
damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little intense. So I've heard. It says Jay Leno Chin Girl on the Jericho Cruise #4. Cheeseburger, your friends are intense, and I'm like, you have a fucking Jay Leno chin. Shut up.
I didn't know freaking Jericho had Tessa Blanchard on the cruise.
Holy piss. Jesus Christ. So it's a little more eccentric. Taryn versus Dez, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Takes two to tango.
It's been an interesting episode, to say the least.
Yeah, there's a little highs and lows. So
peaks and valleys.
It's all highs for us. I think we could just all walk away from it. Don't take any shit from anybody.
Don't take no shit.
Fuck them.
We're going to wrap this show up. So
Fucking
that way
kids.
me and Marcus can get the 411 on the shit that y'all can't get, because got to get that
Boom.
before we go to bed.
Absolutely, dude.
Marcus, you have anything you want to say before we wrap this stupid show up? Silly WrestleRoni.
Be good to each other, folks. Make sure you follow Marcus Twist. It's on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. We got TeePublic stores open for Saturday Night Special and for the WrestleRoni podcast. Go ahead and check out WrestleRoni on YouTube and Spotify. And you can see me in Camden, New Jersey. Where? I can't tell you because I don't know. But I'll be there on Saturday. Mystery Fed. Made the flyer was made with MS Paint, so it should be fucking pretty interesting.
That's going around lately. It's not just that Fed. That's like the trend of the month.
Well, I'll be documenting everything from the time I leave my house in the morning until I leave to come back home.
We're going to get your word.
Well, the WrestleRoni people are going to see it because I know it's fuzzy and fucking weird. I've heard nothing but bad things. So fucking go, brother.
I can't wait.
I've been to Camden, New Jersey. I was there in September.
I don't even. The flyer's so confusing that I can't remember what Fed it's even for. So I mean, like, it's gonna be fucking weird. But we had a replacement. We had a dropout last minute, so it'll be Saturday Night Special. Beastman and Cowpoke Paul in Camden, New Jersey on Saturday. I think it's going to be the Saturday night cowpoking. I think we're going to do a little triple threat action against guys that kind of look like the Shield, but they all have dreadlocks. Should be fucking wild. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to get footage. I'm going to make somebody record my shit. Hopefully they don't steal my phone. But Camden's going to get fucking weird.
Camden's going to get weird. You got March Madness on the 4th in Monongah. You got the cruiserweight, junior weight, light heavyweight, featherweight,
King of the
tournament
Cruisers.
March 25th, somewhere in Preston County. Just do your research. You can figure it out. You're a big kid. This has been WrestleRoni. Another wild episode. Thank you, Taryn Lee, for joining us. Watch Taryn and Dez, the drunk-eyed Canadians, blue-eyed boys and girls. I don't fucking know. We're real professional. I love you. Be good to each other. Let me and Marcus get these scoops. Go do something if you like.